Hi. I wanted to make this response to Owen's discussion on We Are All Artists. I felt there were a lot of similarities between my experience, like before coming to college, and the environment and the DS 106 class. So I I wanted to like share that basically. Well, just give my background. I'm from Woodbridge, Virginia, and I went to Woodbridge High School, and I graduated in 2009. And I'm not sure if this program still exists, but in the 4 years I went there, I was part of the CFPA program, which stands for Center for Fine and Performing Arts. And basically, you had uh, to be part of the program, you had to pick like a concentration to participate in for the 4 years, and then you had to, in the end, you like had this big project. But basically, the point I'm bringing is, I was in the creative writing specialty program, and um, what was I gonna say? And the I drew a lot of similarities between my experience in this program um, and DS 106 because the Mike the I don't know if all the classes in the program were like this, but in my class, like it was completely like untraditional. Like the same way that we didn't really have like a rubric or an established like grading system. Like we would have to. I mean, we were given like assignments that we had to do, like this class, but we the teacher like gave us like a lot of like I guess like creative like license to do whatever we wanted, um, and we had to do like a lot of like reflective work, but it was basically like we didn't have like tests or anything like that. Um, and basically, well, the point I'm trying to make is uh, the way that in DS 106 that we do like different assignments and we'll like post them on our blog, and then we basically it was referred to in the discussion as I guess like a creative family, and I had that in the CFPA because we would have to do we would respond to prompts for writing, and then we would share our writing, and then the people in our class they would basically get us like feedback on the different stuff, and in order for us to improve our work. And then we had to do a lot of metacognitive writing, which is like we had to like write about like the process that we went through to get to that point. And because like basically successful, like I mean any like the different assignments that we do in this class, like whether it be like design or visual, has to go through like a variety of steps um, before it's like the way you want it to. I know like a lot of this stuff. It was discussed. It was brought up in the discussion. It was discussed in the discussion, but about people being like perfectionists and how a lot of times at a certain point you just need to like submit your work, and I found that I need to do that too because it would be so easy to keep going back and just messing with it when at a certain point you should just like turn it in because I mean, I feel like that you're always more critical about your work than other people are going to be. So a lot of times you can have like this like really great assignment, and then I mean, obviously you're still going to see stuff wrong with it, but it's better at a certain point to just let other people respond to it. And we did that in my class in high school too, because we would finish a story, and it's so easy. Like the first time you go through something, obviously it's not in its final stages at all, and so we would share it in class, and it's so much better to have other people contribute to the process. And it's the same way in this class because I like the other day I did the visual assignment where I can't think of the name of it, but it's you take pictures and you find the different letters in your name and you spell it out, and I like uploaded that, and people like write me feedback. I can't remember who it was, but they were like, "Oh, you did a good job, but I changed this thing," and it was something like I never even noticed until like they brought it up, and then I agree. I was like, "Oh, like it could be better if I changed that," and I just think it's healthy to have that like be able to get that feedback and I think it's so great that we have that in this class. And another point I wanted to break up is the fact that they said part of being creative is being like uncomfortable, which I guess another way to phrase that would be like getting out of your comfort zone. So I guess, I mean, for me, I felt like they like done the same thing, and it's hard to like submit your stuff online and have people like respond to it. And I know that in like high school, a lot of people before entering the program, they had like experience in like the different subjects that they had to like do like work with in the program. Like a lot of people before participating in the creative writing program would like they like wrote their whole lives for like whether it be class or just for fun. And a lot of people would tell them like their like parents or their friends would just constantly like praise them for like what they did, and they'd be like, oh, you're like so great. And so they have this like inflated like ego that their like work is like the best, and then they go there and you're in this environment with like all these people who are like I guess like more creative or like better at writing than you, and that's like I guess like just people just had like work with it more, and I guess like people like they got put in this environment, so they like or all of a sudden like realize that they can improve on different things, and then it like made them uncomfortable because you have to like work at something, and it's hard to be like vulnerable and put yourself out there and share your work and like acknowledge the fact that there could be things that you could improve on. So for me, I like appreciate coming to this class and then having like the same type of like feedback and being in the same environment, because it just reminds me of being like this high school class again. And I haven't had this, and I just finished my second year at Mary Washington, and I haven't had another class with the same experience and